guys, this is your reading for Sunday the 16th of August. Thank you for joining me today. I'm going to use the Tarot of Atlantis for the third day in a row, just because I am loving this deck. So let's have a look at what we get by the three cards that I'm going to choose here. So let's have a look. Okay. First card is the Two of Wands in reverse. And the Two of Wands here is interesting because usually it's about someone holding the world in the palm of his hands and being able to make a decision about the way his life is going to be. Here we've got two people holding hands over the world and kind of having a sort of personal connection. It's in reverse, and what that means is that rather than decide in conjunction with another person, it's important for you to make the decision today. You decide for yourself. You decide what's going to happen. And don't be influenced too much by other people's opinions or the signs that may kind of point towards going with the status quo. You decide. The next card is the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is a very earthy kind of sign, an Earth Mother kind of symbol. She represents someone who's very grounded, who's very stable, who's part of a community, who's got a good sense of humor, who's happy. In this deck, she's very kind of like a very kind of carnal Earth Mother almost, because she's kind of breastfeeding there. It's all highly sexualized. With the kind of sunflowers there representing the energy and the enthusiasm and the real kind of sexual energy that's represented in this card. And basically the Queen of Wands here is also not just a sexual kind of energy, but she's also a nurturing energy. Okay, so the message here is to express your inner energy, you know, your really fiery, passionate internal kind of self. It's important that you just listen to yourself, because this really, I mean, look at this woman. I mean, she's very much someone who demands your attention, and she doesn't demand your attention because she's worried about what you may be thinking of her or because she's trying to fit in. She's doing her own thing here, and she seems pretty into it. She seems pretty, you know, involved. So really focus on yourself, focus on what you've got going on today, and that's the way you're going to be happiest, most productive, most fiery, feeling like you're most connected with yourself and your life. And sometimes it is about ourselves and standing up for ourselves. You know, like, look at this card. We've got them trying to make a decision. She's wearing a dress. He's kind of got full armor on. You can bet, you know, you can bet your bottom dollar that he's going to be pushing to get his view across, and she's going to be pushing to get her view across. And really, the outcome is going to be somewhere in the middle. But if you move away from that rock, and if she moves away from that rock, and they go their own ways and decide, then they're much more truthful to each other in this situation anyway, okay? Not always. Now, this card, let's see what this is. It's very busy, lots going on. It's the Three of Pentacles in reverse, and we've got someone chasing down a thief, looks like. Someone who's taken something, or maybe he's worked on this and he's protecting his... Yes, that's what it is, because the three is about being an expert and creating something. And he has created something, he may have presented it, and this guy is trying to take it away from him, so he's protecting that, okay? It's in reverse. No one can take your beliefs, your values, your decisions, your life decisions away from you. Those are yours. I read this book by Viktor Frankl a couple of years ago, Man's Search for Meaning, and it's about his experience in a concentration camp. I think it was Auschwitz. And he said, you know, what I've realized being in there is that they can take everything from a person. They can take his belongings and his freedom and his clothing and his dignity, but they can never take away your soul. And I know that sounds... well, it sounds like it is. I mean, that's very a heavy message, but really what this is saying is the same thing, that you can always decide for yourself, and you always have a choice, and you always have an option, and no one can take the real you away from you. You don't have to feel threatened. And the fact that she's depicted in such a carnal kind of way could indicate that get to the real, true nature of who you are, without artifice, without kind of sugarcoating things. What do you really care about? What is it you really think? And don't kind of rationalize and compromise it for the sake of the way you look or the way people will think of you or for your social standing or whatever. Really decide from your gut. So it seems like there's a big decision going on, basically, okay, on this Sunday, the 16th of August. It looks like there's a big, heavy situation that you have to get real on and decide on, and the outcome of your decision is going to have an impact. In this week, there have been a couple of cards which have been about the veil being quite thin, and about the gap between your intentions and the real outcome being quite small. And again, on this day, there's another opportunity for you to choose. And remember that your life is a result of your decisions. You know, if you decide to move to Timbuktu, then you're going to live in Timbuktu. And then when you find yourself living there and having problems, you'll realize that you're there because of past decisions. And your life, the way it is right now, is because of your past decisions. And this day is an opportunity to choose again in regard to certain things in your life or about your life. 2, 3, 6. 6 is about stability and temporary kind of harmony. So there's an opening in terms of your life circumstances, and you can kind of slip in there, make a decision, and you can alter things. And the way your life looks right now doesn't always mean, it doesn't have to be the way it always looks. You've got the ability and power to make changes in that through your own decision-making process. All right. So I have gone on long enough there. Let's write down the number. Yep. Have a wonderful day. If you'd like a private reading with me, then please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. And remember to subscribe to the channel and find me on Facebook. It's facebook.com/GregoryScott444. Have a great day, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.